Hey guys, my name is Brannon Knight and I work for the Orange Society. I'm our director of our Long-Leaf Savannas Initiative based in South Georgia. And today I'm actually at our shop at the Orion Indigo Snake Preserve, and I thought I would show you something pretty neat. But first, we are a nonprofit organization that focuses on the conservation of rare reptiles and amphibians, but also the habitats in which they persist. And the bulk of my job is land management or habitat restoration for these rare species. And so one of the biggest processes or natural processes that we try to mimic is fire. And we apply fire on a regular basis, try to every 2 to 3 year intervals on a lot of these sites. And fire is extremely important for many of these species, and for a plethora of reasons. But in general, fire keeps the hardwood encroachment or any woody encroachment out of the mid-story, and it allows sunlight to penetrate the ground to stimulate herbaceous vegetation, which can be cover, food, I always call it green groceries for gopher tortoises, as well as thermoregulation for tortoises. So fire is extremely important. Today I thought I'd show you something pretty cool that we use to help us put fire on the ground. It's not something we use every day, but it's one of those tools that when you need it, it's awesome to have. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you. All right, so this is what you call a power shot. Every year I bring this actually to CWE, and because it's always a good conversation starter. And one year I was talking to this young boy, and he's like, "Oh, so basically it's a grown man's paintball gun." And well, I guess so. But what it does is it actually shoots these little balls out, and they're called dragon eggs, and they're filled with potassium permanganate. And you take ethylene glycol, which is 100% antifreeze, and it just screws in right here. And there's a needle right here that it injects the ethylene glycol into the ball, and you shoot it out, and it starts a chemical combustion, and it starts a fire. And so why do we need this? Well, we can use this, and we do use this for several different reasons. One, we might be firing out an island, or two, we might need to put fire into a place that is vegetation is really too thick to safely move through. And so we'll take these little dragon eggs and we'll shoot them out there and actually get fire going. But I've also used them for actually in really nice areas, like really longleaf wiregrass habitat that's really open and park-like. And it's just that right day to where you don't really have to finesse your fire. And so I'll actually take it and go do an interior ignition and just kind of strategically shoot them where I want to. But you don't really have to finesse them, and it works really well. Saves a lot of time on your feet, and it can be very efficient. So it's just one of these, like I said earlier, it's just one of those tools that it's not something that we use every day, but when we need it, it's awesome to have. And it uses compressed gas for CO2, and you can adjust how much pressure you need at which more pressure shoots it out further, and vice versa. And it can shoot out to about 100 meters, but I'd say accurately 50 to 60. But it's a great tool. So I just want to say thank y'all, first of all, for y'all's support. Every year, we go to CWE, and we're always located generally at Marion Square. And I ask that you just come out. If you have never been, it's an awesome event. It's a great event for just networking and talking about conservation and what's going on. So I just hope all y'all are staying safe during these times, and come see us at CWE 2021.